Our next guests are two brothers who were diagnosed with an eye disease that causes blindness over time. Instead of letting their diagnosis set them back, it became their mission to help others. Last year, they launched a clothing line where 100% of the profits goes towards finding a cure. From New York City, please welcome Bradford and Bryan Manning. Explain your diagnosis and when it started.
Yeah, happily. So we have a disease called Stargardt's disease, which is a juvenile form of macular degeneration. Affects about 10 million people across the country. And it's a trouble metabolizing vitamin A in your eye, so we lose our center vision, but we kind of keep some periphery.
Wow. So that was the beginning of it, and then slowly, how long did it take? I mean, like, do you have a lot less vision now than you did then, or did it kind of degenerate pretty quickly, and then you've had that same vision?
Yeah, well, it's a degenerative disease, and one of the really tough things about it is they don't know how quickly you lose it. So, for example, when we were diagnosed, immediately we went to go take lessons to learn to read Braille because, they just don't know what it's going to do. There's studies being done to try and track it, but people have different experiences with it. They can lose it very quickly, or they can be sort of slowly over time.
Do both of you have pretty much the same, it's just your center vision or your peripheral? What do you have?
His is a little bit better.
How do you know his is better? Do you test each other?
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, when we were really young, it was, even though we both had the same eye condition, I was 5 years older, so I could still be a lot better than him at things, so that did help for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's changed in the past. We've come to parity.
So now you just go, do you see that thing over there? And you just make stuff up?
I usually go, you don't look as good as you think you do.
Yeah, I see. I see. All right, so you're wearing your own clothes right now, right?
Right.
Yes.
Because I looked at them today, and they're so soft, which is sort of the whole point. Explain how this came about.
Yeah, so Brad and I, when we actually first came up with the idea, we called our dad, and the first words out of his mouth were, "You guys are terrible dressers, what are you talking about?" But we were actually in Bloomingdale's, and we lost each other in the first 5 minutes, which happens everywhere. We actually got lost backstage. And so we ran around shopping, and what you may not realize is when we go shopping, we touch everything like we're 5 years old. And when we come across something soft that we really like, that's when we take a look at it. And so we had walked outside with the exact same shirt. Can't wear the same shirt as your ugly brother. So we played rock, paper, scissors. I lost, so I had to go return it. But we realized in that moment that we, even though we have our visual impairment, it's given us this gift of experience the world through touch. And we thought that would be an incredible way to try and give back.
Right, so, and which is, what's great about it is the clothing is soft, it is great, and all of the money is going towards finding a cure. So I want to buy, I'm going to get my checkbook out, and I am going to buy, let me get my purse, and so... You guys, I'm going out later, so that's why, let me see. All right, so I'm gonna buy, actually, who else wants a shirt? Does anybody want a shirt? All right, I need a bigger checkbook. Bring out my bigger checkbook because that's kinda, all right, great.
I wanted to check we can see.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Can you see this?
It's the only check we can see.
Hold on, I gotta sign it.
All right.
I'll sign it later. Thanks. Our friends at Shutterfly love what Two Blind Brothers is doing, and they want to help you find a cure. So they are going to buy $30,000 worth of T-shirts. So everybody.
Holy.
Oh, can I give you another hug?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
Everyone's going home with a T-shirt.